Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is I, Bilbo Shaggins, aka Pike on Air. How are we all doing? I thought I'd copy one of my favorite content creators for his intros because he does the weirdest, scattest shit I've ever seen. We're out here. No, I won't go any further. He does even weirder stuff than that. Warp! It's a finals. It's gonna be a biggie. We got the Bardie Beach Bums versus the Deep Sea Griefers. Two teams that have played very similar comps and looked pretty good while doing it.
Yeah, I mean they both played really well. I mean, I think like you said, BBB won just a couple minutes quicker than their opposition. So I mean, it was a tight race for both games, and in terms of time frame, so both teams looking really competitive going into this finals.
Well, I think we can start this lobby up right meow because that just makes the most logical sense to me. I think we can kick this off. I've just got to... You know what? We can just jump over. Because hopefully they'll just load up for us. Wait. Did it actually just load? The whole lobby hasn't even started yet. So it's just going to sit here until we're ready to go. We can go. Let's go! We've messaged the teams.
If the bot is ready, then we are ready. We are, if anything, subservient to the machine gun.
I might actually quickly fix your... I'm just going to refresh you, Warp, because I think your camera was a little bit behind. But
yeah,
I believe...
I was trying to fix that. I don't know why. I decided it wanted to put itself in a little edit.
My love. That's okay.
Let me refocus it. Hello, refocus, like one of those vloggers.
But we are in band phase. I can see that it is working because the timer is ticking. There's the Udyr God. Man, this bot, honestly, if anyone else wants to run a tournament, I'm not telling you what this is because this makes my stream look fucking incredible. 5 jungle bans right now, Hantu. That's what I'm expecting. Nicoya has lost his Aphelios. OTPs banned out Warp. Makes sense.
I mean, yeah, I'm not surprised they're banning them out. We saw that Udyr last game. We know the potency of a one-trick Aphelios, and Shaco, no one wants to deal with it. No. I mean, we said that earlier. I'd much rather deal with that Elise than the Shaco, so I think that's what we might end up seeing. So I'm curious to see what these teams end up banning out. I mean, we still have that strong top laners like the Olaf still available. Those might get banned away. Again, depends how what the comfort of these teams are.
Look, it's funny, like, there's a lot of answers to the Elise support, too, while we're talking about it. I think, and there's the Shyvana ban. You know what? That is the best ban you could do. It's going to force Hextech Chest onto something like the Sejuani, which I know he's good at, but not as well as he could be. So, I think it's kind of nice. There
yeah, I mean, there are
Hex
still
chests.
other...
Oh my god, so there's Iron, and then there's, Harp. Is it? Yeah, Unshifted Harp. There's the Sejuani being locked in. I've already called it because that's the only other jungler he knows. That makes it easy.
What a combination. I mean, again, Sejuani luckily is one of those junglers. Like, if you've got to pick 2 to know, they're a pretty safe one.
Right.
They provide value. They're safe clearing. They've got decent, skirmishing. Their 2-on-2 is really nice, and their ulti's just fantastic.
Okay, so I'm also seeing in chat that he can also play Warwick. I don't believe it, but it's there. Viego being locked in as well. Nice, and there's the Jinx. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, funnily enough, I was gonna suggest a Viego, but now we know he doesn't play Viego, so that went out the window and right into Deep Sea Grief's hands.
Look, that's gonna be interesting. They've now locked in the Caitlyn, which is a really nice answer to the Jinx. It's that double range matchup with the most range in the game for the champions. But that's a Zed being hovered. I'm actually a fan. Oh my god, it's locked in.
I like my Zeds as well. When played well, they're really, really scary.
Yeah.
What else needs to be said, though? There's a Viego on Deep Sea Griefers, so that's also scary if they can get Zeds for themselves and start doing some shenanigans that way. We'll have to see what their counter pick options are here for this mid lane. Are we going to see something like that Malzahar that we saw banned away previously get locked in? We are going to see the Malzahar getting picked up, and it's going to make Zed's life a little bit hard.
I do like this. I think the Zed's going to have a harder time getting the shove, especially in the early game. That's where it's going to be kind of nuts. But still, at the same time, Zed's going to have a really good time when he starts to roam and walk around. So I'm curious to see how they're going to get this Zed out onto the map early when Malzahar is just going to hard shove you every single time. But Similar to that, it comes down to who gets the Void Grubs. I feel like Mouse really wants to get those Void Grubs because if you have 6, maybe 7 of those little Void Mites just running around doing whatever the hell they want, shit, that sucks. So I'm curious to see how it's going to go. Fiddlesticks, there's the Elise Band taking it away from Shadow Hoots. I kind of like it. I don't know what that sort of leaves him, but I know Hoots' champion pool is very deep.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a very aggressive team, so we could see something even like that Melio come back in and just be a little bit more on that. I mean, it's a cleanse, so it's good against the Malzahar. We could see something like that just to try boost them up. I am curious because, yeah, we're kind of looking for that support and realistically that top laner coming out for the Bardie Beach Bums. We're curious to see what Deep Sea Griefers are doing in preparation, though. They've obviously need something to try and manage down in the bot lane against that Caitlyn, so they could themselves pick up that Lulu Melio, try and give a little bit of a trade back. But I'm curious what their final pickup is going to be.
Sorry, I'm looking. I like the Lulu pick here. I would have preferred to see something like some hard CC, Leona, Nautilus, even Braum here for both these bot lanes is really strong.
Yeah.
Braum Sejuani, double passive of the stuns is just going to be disgusting, especially with the Caitlyn on top of it. But that's a Morgana as well. Black Shield is always nice. Love that it's locked in. They hovered the Evelyn just to sort of get me going. You know what? Mission accomplished. You know what? I'm not going to finish that sentence, but
we're
still,
gonna end it there. Is what we're gonna do.
what I was referring to, what in chat is just Lent was just going. Fun fact: I heard that Ironclad wears Velcro shoes, and Unshifted Harp just learnt to tie his shoes. Sorry, that's just funny. So we got a client glitch. Apparently, we wanted to pick something else. So do we need to restart the client? We can if we need to. Just leave. Shit happens. It's Oceania. We're used to this. There's a Gragas being picked up. Can we swap B4 to Evelyn? Do you want the Evelyn? Or did you pick up? Let's just, if you guys aren't happy and you wanted Evelyn, not Morgana. If we cancel it. They're gonna stick? Alright, they're gonna we will roll. Okay, so they're gonna go with it. I like it.
I mean, there's worse things you could have.
Honestly, yeah.
August in the top. I mean, yeah, it exists. That's better than Ultimate Bravery. We'll put it that way.
Yeah. No, look, yeah. I think the Evelyn support could have been kind of nutty. Once it hits level 6, it's just going to roam around anyway and just be a menace. But I think the Morgana's a nicer pick regardless. I think that's going to be very, very handy no matter what. Especially into the Jinx Lulu, you do have that really good shutdown. You can stop a Mega Death Rocket with that shield. It's going to be super impactful. Zed's going to feel so much more confident in a 2v2 situation against the Malzahar if you have a Black Shield. And then you got to look at the tankiness on that side as well for the Bardie Beach Bums. Gragas and Sejuani. Your engage, your all in is looking to really pair up. But we didn't touch on the Scion Warp, and I'm scared.
Yeah, I mean, that Scion does have the potential to be a real problem up in that top lane, especially on the 2-on-2 pairing with the Viego. That's a nasty little combination going, yep, bro.
Sorry,
it is a nasty combination.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see if they're able to pull it off. I will say, with the Bardie Beach Bums, I do also like the Morgana because it gives them a little bit more consistency of either land the prison, then throw the glacial prison, or vice versa, and keep someone locked down forever. And it's like, hey, if Jinx gets hit with that combo, doesn't matter if they're hugified, they're stunned for 8 seconds.
And honestly, by the time that 8 seconds is done, Morgana Q is already going to be back online, and you can stun them again, get another trap down. This is a very strong CC comp. But at the same time, I'm looking at the other side too. Chompers. You got a Malzahar laser. That blast is going to be huge. Scion does have the knock-up, has a little bit, but I feel like the isolation pick for Bardie Beach Bums is so good.
Yeah, those little skirmish fights are going to be really rough if they get those right pickings. Whereas Deep Sea Griefers, they're going to be better probably in that more organized play. But it'll be a matter of who can get ahead early. And how active, I would say, this Scion is to the team. Are they just going to be split pushing top, trying to generate value that way, but not really providing global pressure? Or are they going to be coming down for objectives? Are they going to be putting pressure across the map rather than just being a little more selfish in the top side?
Yeah.
That's going to be really important for this team.
I love it. Well, we've got a quick break before we get into the game, guys. Remember, it is the grand final here. Deep Sea Griefers versus the Bardie Beach Bums. Stay where you are. Stay in those seats. We're going to be right back with the game number 3, and then we're going to call it a night. But still, we'll be back later on again. So if you are going to be here for a bit of LCP action, we got the Chiefs playing on later tonight versus the Vikings. I'm going to be covering that as your LCP co-streamer. Guys, stick around. We'll be right back. It's working, guys. Wait, is that the right one? DSG versus Bardie Beach Bums? It is correct, guys. I'm a genius. Thanks, Dad. But we're here. Warp. Game number 3. It's the finals. Stream Slam number 2. Two streamed, 2 slammed. Is what I think we named it, even though... Wait.
Streamed in the slammiest.
That's First Blood.
Speaking of... Yeah, and in true Stream Slams fashion... Sion slams it down onto Ragus and picks up that First Blood. And again, we were talking about this this top side, how it's going to be important to see if this Sion does put that pressure over the map, or if they're just going to be, you know, a little more Lost Rentones, we'll say.
Yes.
And just be really problematic in that top half of the map. And yeah, we'll have to see where they end up going. But a First Blood, Bambi Cinder in the back pocket. I mean, there's very few better ways to start the game for a Scion.
Look, I don't think I've ever seen a better start for a Scion, if I'm being honest. It's very hard for a Scion to get those early solo kills, but I think going that early bit of damage too, even though you went the shield, you just played that really well. CS is quite even, but just the early First Blood gives that nice little lead, getting the Cinders on top. Gragas needs to be on top of you to really have some form of impact, because they are, yes, a melee champion, but yes, they're throwing out casts. They want to be hitting you with their cast as well. They want to get that little bit of healing. Sion's just going to negate all of that, especially with those shields. And if you freeze this wave, I'd be pissed if I was Dagnall. But it's honestly, though, it's a very different game to what we saw. Dagnall last in their first game dominated so hard. Beautiful bind. But so it's interesting that now we're seeing Harp coming in and just saying, look, I'm going to take control of this.
Yeah, and I mean, it's one of those situations where it's not, you know, both these teams got here for a reason, and it's that they've been playing individually and as a team very, very strongly. So I'm not, you know, we shouldn't be surprised to see, you know, each player kind of step up to the occasion this game. So Harp doing God's work up on the top side. We see Infernal Drake going to be the one spawning soon.
Or the Ignite, the Engage, as they are going to try and catch Meddling. Flashes out. Nice little survivability. That's 5 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, which means that for the next 5 minutes, that's a very, very susceptible mid laner, especially with level 6 coming up for both teams. That's that, you know, Death Mark coming down. That's that Glacial Prism coming down. So we're gonna have to see a pretty reserved, you know, Malzahar here for the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, especially that. By the time we get to that, most likely level 6 will be there. Actually, level 6 has just been secured, so no flash means you will be looking for that cheeky outplay. First dragon has spawned as well. It is the Chemtech. Do you like that dragon?
It has its moments.
It has its moments.
It has its moments. I mean, with a Scion especially, yeah, it's pretty good. So we won't say no to that.
Never.
I mean, it's definitely not one you need to be focusing quite so heavily on.
Yeah.
It's you know, its individual stat is not as impactful as maybe something like the Ocean, the Infernal, or even the Mountain. But I mean, it's objectives under the belt, as we see the roam you talked about earlier.
Oh my god.
Roam coming down. Oh, they're walking right.
Stun is available. The laser, the Nether Death Grip is just too good. Nicoya has to flash out of that one. Nice little chomps coming in as they're trying to get the Heartbreaker. Here comes Hextech Chest. There's a nice little trap there, keeping King Cat, or Skibbity Cat, as we like to call them, as the Death Mark is available too. Just need to land. The silence is good. Flash out from King Cat. There's the Death Mark coming in already. Chompers go down. Is the death going to be enough? It's not. Tenka actually picked up Zed. They turned that fight. King Cat able to hold on. Now gets the Kingslayer straight onto a trap. Are you kidding me? No siree. Now King Cat wants to keep fighting. Does decide just to pick up the grubs, but nice pick up there. Huge play for the side of DSG.
Yeah, really big pickup. They kind of messed up the initial engage. They just didn't have the damage I think they thought they did, and they both targeted different people. One went for the Morgana, one went for the Caitlyn, and it just kind of meant that they didn't have enough to deal with either of them. But luckily, the overextension from BBB, the roam down from the Zed, ended up in DSG's favor with a bit of an overextension there from Zed trying to get the kill. And Tanker ends up with a kill under the belt. That's now not Black Cleaver, BF Sword, and Boots going the way of Jinx. And like we said, Jinx has been so dominant in this series, or in these games so far, for a reason. They're just able to make any advantage scale and just run rampant in these extended fights.
Team names have been fixed, guys. Luckily, I have control over a lot of things. That makes it very handy. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. Now, we can go into, really quickly, gold chart. Let's have a quick look. It's looking pretty good. Whoop.
Yeah, they pulled it back a little bit, but it's definitely in BBB's favor.
Yeah. I like to see it.
There. I mean, at the end of that fight, they did pretty well. But I mean, they have evened it out completely now. They're picking up those grubs. They've able to even out the CS across the board. So they have actually done a really good job, DSG, of pulling that back a little bit, even after the slight overextension.
They do secure the Void Grubs, but now Hextech just nether grubs as well, gets the pull back, trying to hold on. You can't dash out. The feet of warfare picked up already. Now they're looking at Pethy trying to sidestep this one out. Now no shadow available. The Heartbreaker is there, but the Death Mark 2 to try and survive. Meddling Maniac on this Malzahar is not slowing down.
No, they're doing fantastic at the moment. I mean, that's the combo we were talking about. It's the Nether Grip into just any follow-up damage in CC. Why we've been seeing them roam together, and why we're seeing the success coming out. We saw Hextech Chest there as well with a really nice timed Q to stop Sejuani from potentially escaping in the end of that fight. So, you know, BBB doing fantastic so far.
Big Bill the Thrill coming in, gifting 5 subs. Now remember, guys, if we hit 10 subs, I will put on the Coconut Bra, and for a finals, that could be hilarious. Coconut Bra is here and ready to go warp. I was going to wear it for the first one, but I was like a little bit nervous about it. And I was like, would it be weird if I could like see my coconut titties mid-game? I was like, I don't know, it might be uncomfortable to wear, so I left it off to the side. There it is. I got to put on the coconut tits. It's time. Yep. You keep talking, Warp. I gotta get changed.
Yeah, brother called.
There's a fight actually coming in. My headphones are off. Nice. Black shield comes in. Koya able to hold off. Throwing out the chain, but not gonna get too much done. Nice little safety play. Say less.
I'll handle a bit of both here for you. So, yeah, so both teams, I mean, we're going to see some skirmishing potentially. It's TP coming up top side. Hextech just picking up the Hollow Radiance, I believe, for themselves. So, a really nice start for them. That's going to make their life that much easier. We're still seeing a bit of an item deficit there in the top side. Hextech Chests might be able to catch out Rockets here. Starts the Bomber combo, but I mean, it just does so little damage at this point. They can chain this together if need be. See the rocket coming up. Beautiful snipe there from Tanker.
Cross from downtown, Warp. Damn.
They were saving those rockets from last game for this one. They missed them all on purpose so that they could save it for the cross-map snipe. And I mean, what a time to save it for other than the finals. I mean, they've done so well. Hextech Chest getting jumped on by Hextech Chest here. You know. But I mean, this Scion is just so tanky, so
Coconut Bra's all tangled up, guys. This is a finals.
Oh, your Coconut Lace. Coconut Lace is being misbehaved. But we are still going to see DSG trying to make their way around the map, trying to get some deep vision there.
Get on my nipple.
Shadow Hoots, trying to see what they can get. Pike is struggling with his nipple as Tanker going to be pushing down bot side. TP coming mid lane. Teach you that in coconut school. I don't teach you a lot in coconut school. They really need a reform of the coconut education system. as we do see Dragon going to be started up here finally. I mean, the Chemtech is sitting there for so long. It's just get it off the map and get it over to the next set. Nice chunk of damage output from the Zed. Actually going to be shadow stepping
on.
in. Red team.
Dragon has been secured. Now they're charging it down. Ace in the hole's good here, Warp. My coconut bra's on. I'm feeling primed. Let's get the flash forward. The rune is good. Oh, Hextech saying no, sir. King Cat. Skibbity Goodat Cat. No, sir.
Yeah, BBB able to pick themselves up the Dragon, but a nice Glacial Prism there, stopping BBB from going through. Actually, Zed engaging does...
Nethergrass, not enough. That Zed is feeling with the shutdown even better. Wait, hold on. They've just rushed a Serpent's Fang. What?
Yeah, it's a really nice pickup there for them. Technically, the Malzahar Spell Shield counts as well as the Lulu, so they're just getting so much bonus, from that, that it makes a lot of sense for them. Additionally, when they're going against the Diego, if Diego picks up any of those...
Hold on.
Rocket.
It's just skimmed them.
No, it's going to hit... No, it's going to hit top side. What are we even doing?
I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm feeling hella cute. Oh, hold on. Diagonal. Trying to trade back. How's this top lane going? I feel like... Oh, it's a 24 CS lead. Over to the side of Harp.
Unfortunately, there's another top that's kind of still on the spotlight this game, so these guys are just taking it a bit easier.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Look, it's going to be a rough one. I feel like it's going to come down to how well can Diagonal control the team fight. Pyke needs a pool party skin.
Pool party Pyke. Diagonal's job here is just going to be disruption. Anytime a team fight breaks out, throw the car skin and just send chaos into the fight and see what you can do with it.
Yes, now you can see as well, King Cat is out here just slowly, but so is Hextech Chess. We do see Iron waiting in the wings. Diagonal does get stunned up. Can they do anything more? As the cast is good, the flash is better. King Cat, Skibbity Cat holding on, but they do get the kill. Nice little pick up, but here comes Peppy, here comes Hextech Chess. Looks like Ironclad wants to join this fight. Misses 2 shurikens. Looks like Harp has no mana, half health. Can they hold on? As they've already taken Tower Bot. Nice bind does land. Mega Death Rocket hits, but it's Nicoya. The flashes are good. Shadow Hoots could be killed, but the Tower Tanker gets the excitement walking down at Nicoya, who is stuck between a rock and a hard place. Trying to sidestep everything, but a double kill do be looking good. Looks like they could try to take a mid tower here to Warp, but the TP's looking nice.
Yeah, TP coming down. They're going to be able to throw those chompers a little bit early on the chompers. They should have gone a little bit further, but regardless, a really nice pickup here for the Jinx 4 and O on the bot side. They're just looking to run away with it. Unfortunately for Caitlyn, they just haven't had that success that they're looking for. Zelda in the mid lane.
It's going to be enough. There's the Nethergrass. The Death Mark does land, but it's not going to do any damage. The flash out from that beautiful Medley Maniac. King Cat is all over this map.
Yeah, they're doing a fantastic job of following the play where it needs to be. As we see, they're already following through again, trying to stop that Herald from being taken under their nose.
Charge comes down. Scion, the big train, is coming in. Shadow Hoots in a little bit of the wrong side as King Cat just does the work. They might just miss the Rift Herald too, and they're picking up even more kills for their troubles. But they pick up the Rift Herald right off the back. Stolen. Oh.
Yeah, BBB with just stealing that objective away means that they're going to be able to grab that. They chuck it on the Scion, who is going to take full advantage of that of Shelly and just decimate a lane at their choosing. Realistically, they don't even need to use it yet.
No,
they're just going to be split pushing. They're just going to reset, grab another item, come back, and then just decide, hey, bot lane, it's gone.
Where would you put it? Mid?
I mean, realistically, they should probably chuck it into this either mid just to open up that full top side of the map for them and give them Baron control. Or they could alternatively open up that bottom side to give them a little bit more control of that bot jungle just around these dragons. I mean, they already have the dragons just with their strength. So I think open mid up, it's a staple lane for a reason. It's an anchor.
Yeah, no, I do agree with that. I think that's probably the best spot. Or if you're looking to contest this dragon, you go send it down bot side and just have someone push. So having the sun. So I think they need to get the 4-5 man coming in Now they're already looking. King Cat misses the engage. Look at Tanker now on the back line. Chompers go out, but this is a Zed. This is Pethy. The Death Mark lands, and it's an easy pickup. That's your 80 carry gone. The flash on from King Cat. Trying to get the silence off. The barrier is good, but the dash over. The Kingslayer is nice. And now King Cat jumping over these walls, using the shield, using the jumps is perfect. King Cat is on a rampage. Skibbity Cat, name is apt.
Yeah, Skibbity Cat doing their best. They're able to actually animation cancel the explosive cars, but they didn't get knocked back, and they just run through this DSG team. Unfortunately, I mean, DSG, they have their moments where, you know, the Zeds is popping off and trying to make something happen. But, I mean, look at BBB. They might only have 2 serves of B here, but the third B was for the best in the game.
Yep. That's, look, triple B means they get the triple win. It's only 3 games tonight. Yeah. They're looking for that absolute domination. My cat, what are you doing?
B is the new W. As they've got stacks of it.
They're chuffed.
I mean, yeah, this team is playing. This team is playing really, really well for a, you know, for a team like you said that's been brought together, sort of not randomly, but sort of extemporaneously.
Yeah,
and they're just really melded quite well as a team, and they're playing really well. So that's been fantastic to see. There's, you know, bits and bobs where obviously, like we saw, DSG's, like, if they're going to try and win, they have to do it from that mid lane strength right now. As we're seeing, Pethy is doing some fantastic work on this Zed. They just need to have that support behind them to make it work. As we see the choo-choo train does not care for the stops. The red light does not apply.
Look, yeah, 2 kills to 13 is pretty rough. Gold lead is not too far off. Let's have a quick look at where that map is sitting. Absolutely, it's got to be heading over to Bardie Beach Bums. They're just feeling so in control. So much of that feels like it's on this Viego, on this Jinx. The items are stacking up. Jinx already got that Yuntails now. Heading towards a IE. You got to be a little bit scared. Second they get 3 items, 60% crit. Even that is just enough to make this Jinx terrifying. But, just like we saw, Warp, this Zed can get it done. This Zed knows their target. Yeah. They said, this Jinx is gone. I feel like there needs to be some prioritization onto King Cat. Viego, 603, 2 items deep. Can they carry?
I mean, they're doing a fantastic job trying, as we do see Meddling getting caught out here.
Does get hit with the cast, and it's almost too much. The silence is good.
The waiting arms. The Jinx Rocket is just bullying.
It is.
Trying to help their brother out, but unfortunately there is nothing to save. Zion's just going to be sitting here slamming away at the tower.
Wait, hold on. If you get the stun under the tower, it's even better. But no, Shadow Hoot's trying to take on a level 13 Zion. The flash out just to try and stay alive. You're basically giving yourself CPR as the charge forward is disgusting. The solo.
Zion has ulti there. That is a winning hand in any game. We're going to be seeing them take down this tower, and you know, we might see Gragas try and stop it, but I don't think we're really going to be able to.
Harp is definitely really in control of this game. Do we see? Well, we see the empowered boots already now being completed for the BBB. They're definitely going to get that nice little beef up, as you like to call them, beef. But I'd like to see them sort of, I don't know if they'd really be able to do anything with it. I feel like the buff is just strong enough to sway a little bit. Well, that's the Rift Herald being spawned now.
Yeah, they're looking to send a bot, but there is a couple of members. There's already 3 members of DSG down there, so it might be able to get a slam off of the tower, but it probably won't do nothing on that. We're going to see Texas just there trying to make sure.
Where's he going?
They're going to drift it into the mid lane.
No way. Is it going to go that far, though?
Down.
No way, Jose! He actually drifted it all the way from bot straight into mid just to open up the map. Oh my god. Harp is on another level.
You baited everyone down bot lane with the Herald call, and then just curves it up through mid lane, and then sends themselves right into the awaiting arms of their teammates to take down the
Atakan. Cheeky Atakan. Oh my
god,
god, look at Meddling Maniac, he's just dead! Pethy locked it down. All those big disruptions, the damage that Atakan does, the resistances it shreds through. This could be a free kill as Black Shield is good. Trying to hold on. Tanker. Oh my god, what? Death Mark is nice. Tank is just gone. Pethy's a smurf. He's just picked up a double kill. The shutdown's even nicer. Ace in the hole's there. He just dodges out. No way does Pethy return this fight and start to clean up. This Zed is insane.
Yeah, I mean, we said that if DSG wants to find a way back into this game, it's going to be through this Zed. And by God, have they delivered. I mean, what a fantastic play there. Just putting the team on their back, securing that, you know, not only taking down Meddling Maniac to put the fight in their favor, then taking 2 more out just for the, you know, for the sake of it, and sending that Thorn-bound Anakin right into their waiting arms. I mean, that is a fantastic play.
Honestly, this is where it starts to turn the tides. Gold is getting a little bit closer now. It's a 2k gold lead just above. So at the same time, those items are starting to stack. Do you like the Gragas going full AP here?
I mean, not massively, but to be fair, it's one of those situations where they're just trying to do as much damage in the shortest amount of time whilst performing their disruption. They could go tanky, but realistically, it's probably not going to be the play for them.
I think Pethy might be dead here. It's 4 members strong. Mega Death Rocket does just miss. You need to get that energy up as the Death Mark comes out. You're getting hit with a wild growth though. Tanker locks it down. 1v4. He's just
but that's a lot of resources committed. We saw a wild growth, a Jinx Rocket. We saw a what's it called? A Scion ultimate.
Unstoppable Force.
I mean,
is it?
Yeah, we saw like 3. Yeah, Unstoppable Force. We saw like 3 or 4 ultis committed. At least they get the dragon for the consolation. But I mean, yeah, that was a lot of resources. If a fight were to break out on that dragon, that would have been a little bit scary. But you know, luckily for them, it was non-contested. They picked themselves up a dragon. They put themselves on soul point as well, which is really, really scary. Because I mean, it looks like it's going to be a mountain soul, and I mean, against a Zed, that is kind of exactly what you're looking for. You just need any resistance, any shield, anything to give you a second of grace.
Especially with a Scion with a mountain. That is one of those champions that just becomes unkillable with a mountain soul. Like the stacks are huge. You are just a beast. So I'm worried about this Scion who, again, 305 yet to be taken off the board. They are just getting as much gold in their pocket, as much experience in their pocket. They're level 14. And the second they hit level 16, I'm pretty sure they're going to be so big, no one's going to be able to handle them. We're waiting on Caitlyn to get a little bit of those execute items, right? Like, we've only got the Collector, the IE. It's not going to be enough.
Yeah, it's the biggest problem they're going to run into. Is, I mean, look, we've got Scion there rocking 3 items and upgraded boots. They are a thing to get through. You chuck on the rest of the team around them. You know, that's excluding Lulu putting shields on the, you know, bigifying with the ultimate. There's so much they can do to just make this Scion impossibly hard to kill. And again, Pethy can do God's work on the squishies, but when you get to the tankies, that's where it's going to start running into problems.
Yeah, it looks like Shadow Hoots, I think, is just caught out no man's land. You went over the trenches and got paid for. And now it looks like they could be looking at the Baron.
Yeah, no Christmas soccer game today. It was just all-out war. There was no survivor. As we see them turn their attention towards the Baron, I mean, it's not a bad idea. Take advantage while they can.
TP's coming in. I feel like they might just need to give, or at least sacrifice Hextech for the steal. Are they actually backing off?
I mean, they're losing a fair bit in the mid and bot lane. If we look, Caitlyn and Gragas are just shoving in the lane. If Pethy can actually get a pick here, or even get a kill or steal, this could be really scary. That whole week is pretty damaging. They're not even going to try, but they can stop the banks.
No, I think I think deciding just to take the towers and open up the map just a little bit more for them, push out those waves, that makes a bit of sense for me. It's all about how can they result in the next fight. With another Dragon coming up in 2 minutes, the clock is on.
Yeah, that was just a case of let's minimize the gap between our gold before this Baron starts and just try and come into it with as even a playing field as possible. So yeah, fair enough, a nice start there for them. I can't see quite if that Sejuani has any stacks on that Heart Steel.
No.
Or if that is just a fresh Heart Steel, because that's a little bit, it feels a little bit late to be getting that Heart Steel just getting rolling. We're about to hit that 27-minute mark, And I mean, Sion's already sitting at several thousand HP, and he doesn't have a Heartsteel in tow. So it feels like it's a little bit late to be getting that stack.
Yeah, look, it is a little bit. I think you're hoping to maybe get a couple items on the board too, but they've got the Undying Despair too. Meddling Maniac could just be caught. Pethy caught out. Good Zonias. It does keep them alive just a little bit longer. Oh, the moves! Huge play. Nice pick up there for Pethy again. Isolation picks is what we want. Or what we want.
Yeah, I mean, it's what this team is built around.
Ooh!
Nice little trap down, a little bit of cheeky headshot damage going through. But again, like I said, Caitlyn's just needs to get one more item in the back pocket and they can really start pumping that damage across. They're not quite there yet. Speaking of damage,
Diagonal being caught out once again, but Hextech just using everything. King Cat wants to join this fight. Good flash might keep them alive as the dash was not there. Diagonal is going to get healed by the Heartbreaker. And now they're just trying to survive this one out, holding onto this tower, but they cannot do it. The Baron buff is in tow. It's just going to shred through. Looks like Nicoya could be caught out. Flash is good, trying to get the barrier off. Holding off with those shields, but still, going to be worried. There's the flash forward too. King Cat wants more. Nice little stun. Is it going to be enough? The burn is good. It's getting a good shield off. The frozen tube hits. This could be Hextech getting on the board. First shutdown of the game. A huge injection of gold. Nice to see, and again, they lose only one tower warp.
Yeah, that was really well played. Again, a beautiful 90.
Oh, wait, hold on. Tinker's just going on Pithy! It's him! He's going nuts, and now he's looking at budget Pokemon. He's getting dash forward. Death Mark is nice. Does get the blast cone over. Doesn't get the double. Beautiful.
You're rocking. That's a 4-item and boot Zed. That Lulu, there is no hope nor prayer. Only Azonias can save you there, and there is nothing to be seen as, I mean, DSG, like we said, they're putting so much faith into Pithy. Level 17.
Meddling Maniac using the Void Grass. It's not going to be enough. Here comes Pithy. Easy pickups. The dragon still looks pretty good, but still, sacrifice your support.
I mean, fantastic. I credit where credit's due, DSG. They've realized, yeah, Pithy is just reincarnated, and we need to just focus on playing around them. They're giving Pithy, this is the important thing you mentioned, they're giving Pithy the space to take those isolated fights.
Yes.
They're holding the rest of the map where they can, and letting Pithy be the one to go find those flanks, go find those individuals, and punish them for it. They're not forcing the carry to sit there right in the front as the, I am the gold, I have the gold, let me be the lead shield. They're giving them the proper, avenues to play that role. And they're doing it so well.
Yeah. The fact that they took what was I think a 5k gold lead back down below a 1k gold lead is just a testament to how Pethy is controlling this game, having that impact, getting things done. Yeah. It's beautiful to see. 10-4-1, absolutely my MVP of this game thus far, but you can't deny this Viego. Still 7-1. 3 items complete. It's going to be very hard to kill them. Even with an Immortal Shield Bow, the survivability is just really nice.
Well, see, that's the biggest problem is with this DSG team, they've been popping off because they've been getting those flank kills. They've been getting the catch-outs.
Oh my god, don't do it again.
If they have a full 5v5 with everyone involved, do they have the same success with the same resourcing? That's going to be the question. We saw Pithy able to assassinate Tanker and budget Pokemon at the side, but that was after they picked off Meddling Maniac, so there was no, no Void Grip. They didn't have those resources available. You might see... Never mind, they're not going to get killed.
I was about to say...
Sprint themselves away.
If that bind didn't hit, that was a dead Shadow Hoots.
That was a very dead Shadow Hoots.
Yeah, that's what that was. But game's back into a little bit of a lull state. It's actually... Gold is almost dead even. It is a 200, 300 gold difference to the side of Bardie Beach Bums. That is...
Yeah, no, it is so close.
That's insane.
A lot of DSGs, I will say, a lot of DSGs coming from the fact they got those 3 Heralds, those 3 Grubs, and they've just been trunking through towns.
Yeah. Look,
I mean,
it is
10
just
kills
on
on
that
pedals.
next dragon, though. 2.5 minutes on the board before it comes up. We're at a 30-minute game. They want to try and look for a fight here. Again, that's a TP coming in. They want to collapse. Meddling Maniac could be caught. Ace in the hole is good. The barrel cast, just a combo and a half to lock them down. And look at this top wave. It is just shoved in, forcing someone to respond. Scion had to back. They could just look down mid, or they could just look at the Baron.
Yeah, I mean, this is what DSG has done so well in the second half of this game. Getting the pick to turn every fight into an advantageous one. They've been taking their advantages so well. You see the TP coming in, trying to see what they can do. Scion looking to get in there. We see the steal. They're gonna have to look for it.
King Cat hovering off to the side. They know they need to keep Skibidi off the board. There's the nice throwing at the bind is going to get it done, but there's still 6k health. Look at Scion. Hex chest wants to get in. The charge is good. Oh, look at the bolt. Mega Death Rocket does land, but it does nothing. Oh, no, look at Pethy. He's getting the damage off the heal. He's got the cast is even better. The wild growth is there. Look at Shadow who's holding on the back line too. The nice kill from King Cat, but here comes King as well. Look at the damage. It's too much. Half trying to hold on. The resets are beautiful. There's a TP coming. Meddling Maniac does have the ulti. The grasp is good, but it takes a flash out. Pethy's holding on. The double kill's even better. And a huge turn. Both sides losing 3 members. Scratch that. 2 members for the side of DSG. Bardie Beach Bums just could not hold on.
No, they could not hold on. Bit of a wild fight, that one, just all over the place. But at the end of the day, it is DSG walking out a little bit healthier at the end of it. And I mean, a lot of that came down to, like you said, Pethy just being so hard to lock down, or putting so much damage across this, across the BBB team. I mean, they're playing so well. They were able to pull that back. Now we're seeing, again, for the first time this game, really a gold lead in DSG's favor.
That is insane.
They've been doing so well from buff up.
The grasp is good, but not good enough. There's a Meddling Maniac flash. The death mark is there just for style points, if anything. Pethy controlling this game through sheer composure. That's a Mega Death Rocket. It hit, but it wasn't enough to kill. Oh my god, I wish I could see it. Now Shadow who's going to be caught out. Black Shield is nice. Now they get the stun off. Looks like Harper wants to join this fight a little bit more. Nicoya could be caught. Does sidestep nicely. And they get the nice bind off. The bird is good. Dragon has been started. It's a 4v5 still. Ace in the hole. Just get a little bit of vision. They need to rush this one down. They need to get the buff. They need to see what they can do with it. The bind is nice. Look at Hextech on the side. Here comes the steal. It's beautifully stolen. Ironclad cleaning it up, throwing it out. Actually kills the Lulu too. Now they're looking to clean up this fight. They could take the Baron after this. It's just a huge turn of events. It is massive. DSG, the deep sea griefers, turning this game on its head. It's the first death for Harp.
I mean, that is insane. Pethy wasn't even in the fight. Their star carry in this game.
Oh my god, he death marks. Oh my god, he went straight through it. He's just dead. He's just dead.
Yeah.
The Nether Grasp is nice. Gets the Zonias up too. They've taken the tower. The bind is too much. DSG have flipped this game on its head. Look at the gold. Look at the moves. They cannot end this right now because that is so good. DSG, Deep Sea Griefers, fighting against all odds. End this game with a deciding play of who can steal the dragon. And they take home the win. Pethy, your MVP.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at a team who was like, what, 5k down, 16 kills down, and they just went, time to lock in, and just did not let the game go. They were at a 5k. And if you look at that graph, it just went right back in their favor. It did not stop going in their favor for the rest of the game. That was so well done by the Deep Sea
Griefers.
That's the one. Deep Sea Griefers.
That's the guy.
They did so well in that game. I mean, fantastic from that team.
Almost too much, but I can tell you right now as well. 15 kills, 5 deaths for Pethy on this Zed. Disgusting. The damage done. Let me put it in scope. So Dagnall on the Gragas did the second most damage at 22k. Pretty good for that. Now, how much do you think Zed did in that game?
56.2.
You were so close. It was 46.8. It was very close, but still, that was the most. And you know what's even crazier? Dagnall actually had the second most in the game. So Pethy doubled every single person on the side of Bardie Beach Bums.
Yeah, I mean, it was insane. The other thing that makes it even more insane, that's 46,000 squishy people's health. They're not chunking all their damage into the Scions. That's them putting all their rotation into the Malzahar, into the Jinx, into the Lulu. So that is a lot of dead ADCs.
So many, and that's just an absolute rough game. But Warp, that brings us to the end of Stream Slam. 2 stream, 2 slam, 2 streams, 2 slams. 2 stream, 2 slam. I'm trying to remember what my actual title was. I can't even remember that. 2 stream, 2 slam is what we named it. And I don't know what we're going to name the next one. But Warp, thank you for coming on. Did you have fun?
I did. Thank you for having me. It's been a wonderful reintroduction to the world of casting. So thank you for having me.
Mate, you were an absolute delight, as always. Now, I want to get your thoughts. If there's anything you'd like to see different or you'd like to see in the future for Stream Slam, what would that be? Like, the first thing off your dome. Don't say more games, because we're planning to do more games.
How do you know? I mean, yeah, I'd love to see... I'd love to see more people get involved. Let's get I see there's a lot of people in this Twitch chat. I want to see every single one of them signing up for the next one.
And that's exactly what we're going to do, guys. !slam will get you there. That is the new form link. If you'd like to sign up for the next slam, please. Everyone is welcome. As long as you have an account in Oceania, you can play in this tournament. Warp might play. He might not. I'm trying to coerce him a little bit, but we'll see. Still, it was so much fun. See, Bill the Thrill's NA, but they're a big fan, and that's why we love having Bill here. But Warp, what a night. What a cast. I had a lot of fun. Now, guys, this is not going to be on Twitch. I'm going to go and upload these to YouTube literally now. I'm going to go and clip them, upload them. You will have them on YouTube very soon. Maybe in the next couple days. I'm going to give myself some time, you know? That's only fair.
Right, you deserve it.
I think so. We've done all right. But Warp, any final words?
You can only give him so much. You can only give him so much.
It's true.
So, I mean, yeah. It's been a
bastards.
fantastic day out, so... Yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks to the stream, everyone in chat for coming along for the ride. So, I'll see you next time.
Thank you. Now, guys, we're not going to... should we raid? Or should I just end it? Because, you know what? I will raid. Because, guys, we are going to be going live very soon again. So, stay tuned. We're going to raid someone, but we're going to come back in 2 hours' time. So, wait. 1 hour's time. We're going to go take a break. I've got LCP co-stream. So, please, if you'd like... Make sure you hit that follow button. It really helps us out. Join the Discord too. If you do want to play in the Stream Slam, you got to jump in there anyway. Wait, before you go, did you get the desk? Bill, I'm literally waiting on my next Twitch payout for the desk. And then we're going to see what that looks like. So I'm getting a new desk, Warp. I'm getting a new desk. That's the YouTube channel. Thank you, Envy, for getting that one as well. If you want to go subscribe to that, that makes my life feel so much better. We're getting very close. We just hit 300 subscribers on YouTube, Warp.
Very nice. Congratulations.
Thank
and
you.
Everyone else in here, if you're not subscribed, go subscribe.
That's true. See, this man gets it. Don't forget as well, Twitter, guys. We did tag Warp as well. Go hit him up on the socials. He's always a blast out there. But from all of us here, thank you for watching. You know what? We got to go find someone to raid first. I can't do my outro without raiding. We got to do squats. We owed Drummer Boy squats.
I thought we were going to get out of it.
You were so close. I remembered, though. We're going to do squats right now, actually, guys. Watch this.
Oh, boy. In my jank air room. Let's go. How many are we doing?
Was that more squats? Ugh.
They love us. The things we do for content.
Put more squats in. Envy, I'm going to bail on that.
We do for content.
That one, because we need to go raid someone. Who are we raiding, guys? Warp, who do we raid?
That's a wonderful question. Let's have a look who is
I'm going to hit up New Zealand Monster. We're going to keep it in the family.
Oh, what about Formal casting?
Who?
Formal.
Is Formal online?
Yeah, Formal's doing some Rocket League. He's doing RLCS.
I'm not going to give these guys Rocket League content. That's insane. What do they think I am? Fry the Lemon's a good one? I'm gonna give New Zealand Monster. I like New Zealand. He's got a tournament going right now. Guys, we're gonna hit up him. Thank you all so much for watching. You've been an absolute fucking delight. Warp, you've been fantastic too. Thank you for coming on as well, man. Guys, if you'd like to do another stream slam, it will be there. Discord's always open. Hit me up. Big shout out to DSG, the Deep Sea Griefers, being our reigning champions now. From all of us here, thank you for watching. See you on the next adventure. Good night.